Hello students, I'm just coming to you to review some of the vocabularies that we will study for this week, and they are, repeat after me, a crown, charms, symbols, a bride, a groom, informal, an owl, faithfulness. Repeat. A crown, charms, symbols, a bride, a groom, informal, an owl, the S is silent, an owl, faithfulness. One more time, a crown, crown, charms, symbols, a bride, a groom, informal, an owl, faithfulness. So, most of these words are noun except informal. Informal is an adjective. So informal is an adjective. It has an ending of AL, so that's an adjective. An adjective used to describe a noun. He is informal. She is informal. The meeting is informal. So this is an adjective, okay? So a crown. A crown means this is a noun because now over here an owl. So when you have another word with another word and they are together as a noun, we can say phrasal noun, okay? So a crown is a noun, and a crown means an ornamental headdress. So a lady or a female or sometimes a man, they wear a dress, okay? So something you can put on your head is called a headdress. Like for example, in the United States, especially during Christmas time, we go to the mall, we go to the store, and we buy things to put on our Christmas tree. Those are called ornaments. So ornaments are used for decoration. So if you are a king or a queen, normally you put something on your head to represent you are a person of high power. So this is a crown, that's the best I can draw. So a crown is an ornamental headdress, something that king or queen or princess wear, okay? So like for example, King Charles, Prince William, Queen Middleton. So these are the queens or king or prince. These are the people in high authority of a royal family, so they will wear a crown. So let's say if Lisa has a birthday on her 18th birthday and her family or friends want to make her feel special, they will buy her a crown to put on her head to celebrate her 18th birthday. So that's a crown. Charms and symbols, they can be the same. So they both are something that represent or stands for another thing. Let's say you have John. John is very handsome, or Lisa is very beautiful. So John and Lisa, they use their handsomeness or beautifulness, they use their attraction to get the attention of another person. So if Lisa is too beautiful, she uses her beauty as a charm. Or he is so handsome, he uses his handsomeness as a charm. So they both use their charms to attract the opposite people. Okay, so those are the charms. Now, let's say you are going for a job interview. You look very handsome, you look very pretty, you look very neat and organized, you have a great smile. These are your charms to impress the interviewer, okay? So your smile and your attractiveness of your clothing at the interview can represent symbols that you are organized, that you are prepared, and that you are having everything together for the interview. So charms and symbols, those are something that represent or stand for something else. For example, you are driving on the highway and you see the letter H. Normally in the United States, the letter H means hospital. So this is a sign, but it's not a charm. So even though they have synonymous meaning, but symbol is a little bit different. Symbol are signs, okay? So for example, if I'm coughing, that is a sign that I'm sick. So that's a sign, symbols and charms, okay? So for example, if you are married, you have a ring on your fourth finger. So a ring on your fourth finger is a symbol that you are a married person. So that's a symbol. Now, this one is a bride. A bride is a female, is a lady who is about to get married to a groom who is a man. So a bride is a future wife, whereas a groom is a future husband. So before husband and wife, he or she a bride, he is a groom, okay? Now, so if a bride and a groom are getting married now, they have to wear beautiful dresses. So because they have to wear beautiful dresses, they look very elegant. They look very formal. So on a day of their wedding, they cannot be informal. So right now, I don't have on a tie. I'm very informal. So when you are informal, you are not formal. You act like you are normal. You being regular, nothing special, nothing fancy. So when you go to a wedding to celebrate the bride and a groom getting married, you cannot be informal. Now, in some cases, people can be informal. Like they just wear a normal shirt, maybe sandals or shoes, so then that becomes informal. So it depends on who is having a wedding. It depends on the kind of wedding he or she wants to have. Some people want formal, some people want informal. Then when you go for a job interview, you have to be formal. You cannot be formal, you cannot be normal, you cannot be regular. You have to be special. So that's called informal. Now, so when you go to a store, okay, when you go to a store, or when a bride and a groom walk down the aisle to say I do, and to put the ring on, to walk out the aisle. So this is the aisle, which is the walkway or the passageway. So now, an aisle has the letter S, but the S is silent. You don't pronounce ounce. You just say an aisle, okay? So an aisle is a passageway or a way to walk. So when you are walking on an aisle, there's something on this side, there's something on this side. So let's get you going to a store and you buy food. So there's a shelf that put food here, there's another shelf that put food here. So this is the way that you can walk. So this is called an aisle, okay? Then a bride and a groom, they are going to get married, so they put on a ring. So they put on a ring to say that they are going to commit. They're going to be together for a very long, long time. So they have faith. That means they trust and believe in each other. So that's called faithfulness. So a bride and a groom cannot get married if there is no faithfulness. They have to have faithfulness in order to get married. Okay, so sometimes when people divorce because of infidelity issues, so when a wife and a husband divorce, separate, that because at some point the level of faithfulness is no longer there. so then they will become separate. Okay, so again, a crown. A crown means an ornamental headdress, something you wear. Charms, symbols, these can have the same meaning, something that represent or stand for something else. A bride. A bride is a lady who is going to be a wife. A groom is a male who is going to be a husband. So on the day of the wedding, he is a groom, she is a bride, and when they exchange the ring and they give the vow, then they become husband and wife, and they are no longer bride and groom. So let's say on a Saturday and you decide to go downtown to anywhere having a party, drinking, talking, socializing, you have informal meeting. But let's say you are at work and the boss asks you to come in for a meeting, you have to be formal. You have to act like you are serious. You cannot be laughing and making noises, okay? So that's formal. So again, when you are be able to walk and there's something in between on the left and the right, that's called an aisle, okay? Faithfulness, in order for the bride and the groom to get married, they have to have faith. They have to build a level of faithfulness so they can be loyal together, so they can believe and have belief in each other. They can trust and have commitment for a long time, okay? So let me see if you can use some of these words in sentences that I put here, okay? So let me give you an example. Okay, so which vocabulary word can you put here? John used his plane to attract Lisa. Attract means to get his attention, to get someone's attention. So what word can you use? So if you say charms, then you are correct. He used his charms. Maybe he was smiling. Maybe he was very handsome, good looking, or he may do something special to get her attention. So that's become charms, okay? Number 2. Because of their lack of blank, they decided to separate and divorce. Because of their lack of, they decided to separate and divorce. So what vocabulary word can you use? Now, they separate and they divorce. That means they don't have anything. So the word lack. Lack means you don't have. I lack money. That means I don't have money. I lack a method to go to work. That means I don't have a form of transportation. Lack. So when you lack, that means you don't have. So if you say faithfulness, then you are correct. Because of their lack of. Anytime you have of, you need a noun. Of faithfulness. Remember, faithful is an adjective. When you add ness, it becomes a noun. Faithfulness, they decided to separate and divorce. So they don't have commitment, they don't have trust, they don't have beliefs in each other, so they're going to separate. Great job, okay? as their guests to be on their wedding day. Thus, some guests came in sandals and jeans. Okay? So, remember, guest. If I'm a guest, it means I'm a visitor. If somebody invite you to their house or to a party or to somewhere, you become the guest. Now, wedding day is a day when somebody get married, so they come in sandals. Sandals is a form of footwear you put on your shoes so you can wear. So sometimes sandals have strings, okay? Jeans. So the blank and blank asked their guests to be on their wedding day. Thus, some guests came in sandals and jeans. People wear sandals to go to the beach. When people don't like to wear shoes, they wear sandals. Okay? So what vocabulary word can you put on the blank? So if you say the bride and groom, or you can put the groom and bride, either way is correct. Ask the guest, now because it's sandals and jeans, so you're going to say informal. Okay? Informal. Very good. Say together. The bride and groom asked their guests to be informal on their wedding day. Bride and groom become their. That's a possessive pronoun. Thus, therefore, as a result, some guests, so it means not everybody, came, because this is as, is the past, so came in sandals and jeans. I like to go to a wedding in jeans. It's comfortable. Okay? So let's say number okay, so I'm so sorry, we use the word there are. There are many on the road for drivers to see. So if you are a driver and you drive in Atlanta, in Canada, in Africa, in South America, or in Vietnam, or in China, wherever you drive, there's always something that represents something for you to see. Okay? So as a driver on a road, you need to see so you can know when to turn. Or let's say, oh, I need to use the restroom, I need to use the bathroom. Or, oh, I'm so hungry, I need to eat. So what word can you put here? There are many blank on the road for drivers to see. Now, I would not use charms, even though it has the same meaning, but I would use the word simple. There are many symbols on the road for drivers to see. Okay? Last one. Okay? A princess who has on blank blank is walking down blank blank with her father. Okay, a princess. So think about a princess. Is a princess a male or female? So then, if you are a princess, if you know someone who is a princess, who has on what? Has on. I have on a shirt, I have on a belt, I have on a watch. So has on what? You say a crown, then you are correct. A crown is walking down. I'm walking down. You walking down. Walking down what? And out. With her father. So if you say a crown over here and owl over here, then you are outstanding. A princess who has on a crown is walking down an aisle with her father. Okay? So repeat with me. A crown, charms, symbols, a bride, a groom, informal, an owl, faithfulness. Study these words as you can. Thank you for watching.